Now we create these polygons and we mask our images in it. So we go back to the main. Now pick your rectangle tool, the rounded rectangle tool like this one, and you change the radius to 500 like mine, and you start drawing your shape like this. Make sure you hold the shift so that you get a square shape. Pick your move tool like this, and you can reduce the size if it is big. Now go back to the reference, and you can see how it is arranged. So we do the same thing. We take the first one like this one, we make it small and rotate it. Now hold Alt, drag to make a duplicate, and you do another duplicate here. You go back to the main, and you can see the arrangement from here. This is here, this is here, this is here, and we do the same thing. So we can increase the size small like this. Them nicely. Okay, great. Now you save your work. Now pick the rectangle tool again. You change the color to black. You give it a stroke like this and increase the size . Stroke white color, and you increase the size to around 665 like this one. We do the same thing for the other two. Now the next thing that we do is we insert our images. So the first thing that we do is we click on a layer that we want to mark the picture in. So this layer, and I'll go to my desktop or where your images are. You click on it and you drag to Photoshop. Now you get it like this, and you increase it some more, you scale it. This is cool. I'll click on OK. Make sure you are on the right layer. You just right click on it and you create clipping mask like this, and you can see we've masked, and you can see we've masked our image in the rectangle layer like this one. You just place it, align it nicely, and then we do it for the other ones too. So you click on it like this and you drag your image on it like this. You bring your image and you click on OK, and you do the same thing. You go back to our reference. You can see it has some shadows beneath it. So we do for this one too. You come to the rectangle layer like this. You double click on the rectangle layer and you go to drop shadow, this one, and you can see the shadow here. the blending mode, make sure it is multiply, and you give it size around 140. And you adjust it small. Opacity around 60, and you click on OK. Now you do for the other rectangles too. You just hold Alt or Option and you make duplicates. You find this one's layer like this and you make duplicates. So you can see this here. You can adjust it. You just go to the layer, you double click on, you go to the layer styles so that you can adjust it small. Okay, this is cool. I'll just click on OK. And I'll save my work. Now let's go back to our reference. And you can see this one, this shape here, like this. You go back to the main. Now you pick your rounded rectangle too. Make sure your radius is 500. And you draw a rectangle. Hold Ctrl and Alt. Then you transform it like this one. And you click on OK. Now make a duplicate of it. And change the color to any color. You want to create this shape you see here. You want to create this shape. So you go back to the main and you zoom in. Something like this is cool. When you go up here too, and we do the same thing. Now we go down here and we do the same thing. We go here to slide. Now this is okay, so I will click on OK like this. Right click on this layer, this one, right click on it, and you rasterize the layer. Now hold Ctrl and click on this red shape. Click on each layer like this, and it will make a selection for you. Make sure you are on the black rounded rectangles layer, and you press delete. Now you go to select and you deselect this, and the shortcut is Ctrl+D, as you can see from here. Hide the red layer like this, and you can see we've created this shape. Unhide the layer and you scale it down like this. Now you adjust it and you give it black color. Okay, great. Then we write Jomex Barbering Salon. You can see some lines on it. We create it by you pick the rectangle tool and you draw lines. Very thin line. Very thin line like this. You change the color to okay, this is cool. You can copy the color from here, the code. This is the code. And I'll adjust it small. Don't worry about the height. Okay, this is cool. Now we make duplicates. So you hold Alt, you hold Control like this, and you drag it to make duplicates. You can select it too. We check the spacing from here, so I'll go back and now select it too, and you make another duplicate. The spacing is 66 like this. Now select all and you make another duplicate. Now I'll select all and I'll merge. This is our layer, black layer that we want to mask in. So I'll just right click and create clipping mask. And you can see I've marked it inside like this. You can see from here it is slightly rotated, so we'll repeat it here. I'll right click, I'll click on it and I'll rotate them. You can adjust the size. And the opacity, we reduce it small, like 40. Okay, great. Now we pick the type to this one, type 2, and we type remix. Increase the size from here. You can go and then to our reference and we check. You can see the font name from here. This is the font name. If you don't have, you can just download from dafont.com or anywhere you can get it. Double click on the type layer. You go to shadows and you give it shadows. Now you can see the shadows were affecting this one. So I'll select all like this. Now group them. Make a duplicate. Right click and you duplicate. Undo. Control and J. Now merge one. Merge group like this. And you hide the other one so that when you make changes, it will not affect the shadow here. Now back to our geometric layer, double click on it, go to shadows, and now you can see it doesn't affect this ones. Adjust the opacity to 70, and then the size, reduce it small to around 100, and you click on OK. Now we go back, you can see another one with red here. You go to it and we make duplicate. Click on the one below this one and you change the color to the red. Now we drag it small like this. Okay, this is cool. We now write the barbering. You can see here, barbering, the same font. You give it this color, which is yellow, and we reduce the size to around 250. like this and write the salon. Change the color to pink and click on OK. You can see the size. So now you drag and position it, and you increase the spacing, reduce the size small. You can reduce the size for these ones too, but I'll leave it like that. I'll go back to my reference and you can see this is how it is. I'll just click and position it here. You can increase the size like this and you click on OK. Yes, this is cool. You save your work, you can see it is saving. You go back to reference and you can see all hairstyles here. All hairstyles here. I'll go and type it. Let's look at the name, font name. This font, it is the same font. So I'll go and I'll type. Make sure your caps is on. Click, increase the size, now adjust it. Adjust the position like this and we give it black color. You can see how this is. You can see from here. Look at the style. So we go back to this one. Double click on it. Go to color, and you give it this color. Now you go to stroke, and you increase the stroke to 5. Or 20. Okay, 10 is cool. You click on OK. Now we go back to reference. You can see dreadlocks, perm cut, curls, and more. I'll go back again and I'll type change the color to black. You can increase the line spacing small. This is cool. Now you go back again. You can see Jomex barbering here. Type 2 again, and I'll type Jomex. I'll change the color to black and adjust it. Now these icons, you can get them from the internet. You just go to Google and search for social media icons. You get all of these icons. So we do it, we go to Google. And you can see them from here. So I'll download this one. I'll right click on it and I will save image. Now this one, I'll drag it to Photoshop like this. Right click on the image layer and you rasterize it. Now pick this tool, the rectangle selection tool, and you select the Instagram. Right click on it and you make a layer via cut. Now you can see this has become one independent layer. You do for WhatsApp, and you do for Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure you do on the right layer, else when you cut it will not work. Now you select all and rearrange. You can scale them down like this and you adjust the position. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep me going and growing the channel. Now we decrease or we scale it down small. Select all and adjust the spacing. Now you adjust your shape here like this, and you cannot see the image because the image is black and then the shape is also black. So we go to the image layer, this image layer, double click on it to open the layer styles, and you go to color, and now you can see we've given it a yellow color here. Now click on OK and select the two and align them nicely like how this one is. You can make duplicates of the round shape here, and another one here, and another one too here. Now let's hide these ones, and we give these also colors. You can just copy this effects and paste it on it. So we do that by we hold Alt and just click and put it on like this. Now unhide the shapes like this and adjust the positions. Just select all like this, and this. Great. Now this is looking good. I'll select all of them and increase the size, scale it up small. We do for this one too. Increase the font to around 30. Now this is cool. Go back to reference, and great, we are done. Now we've successfully designed this banner here, and as I said, this tutorial is absolutely for beginners. I will show you how to save this as image. So doing that, you hold Ctrl and Shift, and then you press S on your keyboard. It will open like this. Now you change the save as type to this JPG, JPEG and JPE, this one, the JPEG format. Click on it, and mine, I'll save it on my desktop like this, and you can see the name from here. Now click on save. You wait, it merges the layers, and now you can see JPEG options. Make sure the quality is on maximum like this one here, maximum, and you click on OK. You can see the image is saving.